Nye Communities Coalition Campus Cafe has cut down on the hours that it is open to the public. The cafe is expanding internally with new additions to their menu and an intense training program for students.
Well, we've added a new staff person, and Al standing right next to me. One of the things that we identified with the operation of the Campus Cafe is we really needed some professional consistency day to day. So we were lucky enough to find somebody with Al's experience, and he's here on a daily basis. So we still are involved with Susan Delisle in Mountain Falls, and excited about that and continuing to build our advisory board. But on a day-to-day basis, in the trenches with the kids, Al's our man.
So Susan helped you develop the menu here, and you're looking for an advisory board. Tell me a little bit more detail with that.
Well, we're looking to put together an advisory board of people in the food service and hospitality industry, probably primarily in Pahrump, but certainly if somebody has a connection to Vegas, that's great. You know, like any nonprofit operation, we really want to build a group of people that have experience. So as we identify needs for the coalition and for the cafe, that we have a group to go to. So if anybody in those industries is interested in learning more, they can contact me, Tim at the coalition, and we'd be glad to share. We actually have a job description ready to go for that.
I wound up coming to the coalition shortly after my career at the Mandalay Bay was done, and working with the kids is just incredible. Watching the development of these kids, because they're learning how to wait tables, they're learning how to hostess tables, they're learning how to be productive in the community. And to me, that's more important than anything else. That's our future back there. And if we don't train them up the way they need to go, we're going to wind up losing out.
And we actually, when we first opened, we've been open for a number of months now. We were open Monday through Friday. We've actually backed that off now. We're only open on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for lunch, starting at 11. And the reason we're really doing that is so that we can focus on their education more and that they can have more lesson time in the kitchen. For example, you can't smell it on TV, but there's a new cookie recipe cooking right now in the background. So now we have some time for some of those kitchen educational opportunities as well.
And the public wants to come here for lunch on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 11 to when?
From 11 to 1:30. The other thing that we're really looking at now is we're starting to get into the catering business more often. We've already probably catered 3 or 4 different events. We have a couple coming up. And so if somebody is interested, give us a chance. We'd be glad to price out a catering job. The other thing that's really been popular is we have a couple of we're not getting the business groups or the organized groups yet, but the groups of friends, the Red Hat Society, and things like that. They're coming in groups for lunch now, so that's great to see.
That's a wonderful thing. I know that you catered the Nye County Sheriff's Office graduation, and you're going to be doing Valley Electric soon. So anybody who's interested in that, and of course, come down here for groups for lunch.
Yeah, we encourage people to come on down, give us a try. With Al in the kitchen now, you wouldn't be a bit surprised to see something new, special once in a while. I know we're going to be exploring some new things in the kitchen, so if you haven't been here yet, give us a try, and if you have, come and find out what's new.
Dr. Skleparis from Southwest Medical Associates speaks to News 46 about the well-attended Walk with the Doc event that was held at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park this past Saturday.
We are here at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park, where Southwest Medical held their Walk with the Doc event.
We wanted to have this event to show people that activity, walking, any type of movement is just really good for the body, good for the heart, good for the blood pressure, good for your overall well-being. So on a beautiful day, it's a great event to take part in. We have a lot of our patients that we see, a lot of new people coming in, and we're walking with them. So we're getting them out there and they're walking. It's fantastic.
This is very well attended, isn't it?
It is, and we found that when we come out here to do these events, people really are involved and really enjoy them, and they get to talk to doctors, they get to talk to our staff, get their blood pressure checked, and it's a nice, calm and very informal way of meeting maybe a potential doctor.
talk about the informal way of meeting your patients like this. How is it for a doctor to meet patients in a setting like this?
It's great. You know, when we first started coming here, we had events at Plump Nugget and in the park as well, and meeting them and then having them come to clinic, you would remember them from those meetings, and they just feel more relaxed, I think, coming in. And you already feel as though you've met them and talked to them for a while and know them. So it's just a nicer way to get to meet somebody. You know, sometimes going into a doctor's office can be intimidating for both the patient and the doctor. You know, you don't know how you're going to gel, but when you meet outside like this, people know you're going to get along well. So.
Let's talk about ways to stay heart healthy.
Absolutely. You know, always the big ones, diet, exercise are important, not smoking, very important. But when it comes to fitness, you know, walking 10,000 steps a day, we say, is a great way to keep fit. Really, you know, fitness doesn't take a lot, especially for heart health. It takes a good 30 to 60 minutes of mild to moderate exercise every day, and that can be walking. It doesn't have to be crazy running. It doesn't have to be done all at the same time either. It can be done in 10-minute intervals. So if you have a treadmill at home and you're not doing anything for 10 minutes, walk on it, and maybe 2 hours later, if you have some time, get on it again. So you really don't have to get really aerobic, really sweaty to get that heart health benefit.
Is that important to get aerobic, or should a person slowly achieve that, or do they need to achieve it?
It is important now, and you should always, whenever you're starting an exercise program, start slowly. You know, if you have any heart disease, always check with your cardiologist or with your doctor before you start a new exercise program. But yeah, starting gradually, building up slowly, and then getting to the point where you're comfortable and you're not overly fatiguing yourself is really the goal. And it's with aerobic activity, also with strength training. You know, we always we neglect that as part of a weight loss or heart program, but it's really important. You know, light weight training that doesn't cause strain on the body, just repetition until you feel a kind of burn. Creates lean muscle. Lean muscle burns fat. Lean muscle is more sensitive to insulin, so it helps with diabetes, and we found that it really helps heart pump function as well. So.
There you go. Thank you so much for speaking with us, and thanks for being at this event. And if people would like to see you, should they check in with a cardiologist every once in a while, or just their general practitioner who refers you?
Sure, yeah. The primary care doctor is their sort of base of operations, and if they feel that they need a cardiologist for any reason, they'll refer.
This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And Chef Kendrick Ganaway joined Healthcare Partners for another popular healthy eating event last week at the Plump Nugget.
Healthcare Partners likes to partner with the community. It's actually our philosophy. One of the ways that we try to, as a vehicle to help the patients provide, anyone in the community, is that we like to provide opportunities to learn and grow with their own healthcare, one of which is the healthy cooking event. So we have local celebrity chef Kendrick from the Plump Nugget actually teaching healthy cooking and plating some dishes and providing it for our patients.
You had one other of these events, very popular.
Yes, we did. The first one was such a success. We had a huge demand for the recipes, and I believe a lot of the people that attended didn't know that healthy cooking could be actually good and taste good. A lot of people have that stigma attached to it that it's almost like frozen food. So
he gives some alternatives for the recipe too, as well. So you can do this and instead of this if your diet is such.
Yes, absolutely. Low fat, low sodium. If you have high sugar is something a concern, he actually gave them options for how to cook differently and incorporate that, but still have that taste so that you would want to continue the healthy cooking. So.
And we also have the doctors that arrive on scene here too as well. They kind of mingle with the patients and some of the citizens here in Pahrump. Tell me about that.
We like to have our providers available not only in the clinics but in the community on every capacity that we can. They're as committed as we are to partnering with the community and the patients. So one of the things is that as the food's being served, in between the intermission with the breaks, we like to have them circulate and answer any questions that they have. Maybe they never knew that low-fat cooking could be this way or this good. And how does that affect me with my health care? So having a provider right there to answer the questions is one of the greatest benefits.
And Assembly District 36 candidate James Oscarson is opening a campaign office. Everyone is invited for the grand opening, which was on Friday night.
We're opening a new campaign headquarters. It's going to be in the Hafen building in Suite 5, which is right next to Nevada State Bank. From 6 to 8, we're going to be doing a barbecue and a meet and greet and just have people come and visit and enjoy and see the new office and visit with us.
How's the campaign going?
Campaign's going very well. We're still, again, traveling all over the country. We've been all over the district and getting ready to do it all over again, and things are going very well, being very well received, and we're very confident we're going to be serving the people of Assembly District 36 next year in the legislature.
So for more information on your campaign, they can go to your website.
They can go to my website. They can also call me personally on my cell, 775-513-7468.
And once again, this is Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Hafen building.
Correct. In the Haven building next to Nevada State Bank, and it's in Suite 5 on the right-hand side of the building.
And we'll be right back with more of News 46's Week in Review right after this.